Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and another video. I am actually doing like some TikToks and like some makeup because it's day 2 of lockdown and I have nothing else to do. But I thought I'd sit down and review my MAC concealer which I bought. This is my, it came in a Lush bag, a nice pink metallic bag ready for Christmas. This is the Pro Longwear concealer. I bought this years and years and years ago and I absolutely loved it. It lasted me ages. It was so full coverage, so thick, but like I feel like my makeup's completely changed since then. So I'm not even like it. I might not like fall for it again. Like I might not want to use it ever again. But I thought like I'd buy it. This is in the colour NW25. I used to get the lightest of lightest colours, but I love a tan, and she said if you love a tan, just go a bit more deeper. Is what it looks like. This concealer, you only needed 1 or 2 pumps. The chickens in the background there is annoying me so much. But yeah, I remember this used to be my favourite concealer, but now I know how to do makeup so much better. I think now is the right time to really test her out and really see how it performs on my skin. It just says Pro Longwear Concealer. I think it's meant to last quite a bit. I'm actually going to bake my under eyes per usual and see if it does look good. I remember this used to look flawless, but it was so long ago now. So yeah, let's test this MAC concealer out. I don't know how much it was. This is £20. You can get student discount on some apps. It used to be £18. I think it's gone up £2. I'm not sure why. Let's test if the formula is still the same and still can be one of my favourite concealers. Place it onto the back of my hand. Come out. 4 pumps. This does look a little bit darker than what it looks like on my hand. See if this shade is okay because I didn't really test the shades out. I just said I wanted a little bit darker. That shade seems fine, I think, for a tan. I think I will actually buy the lighter one soon. It still smells like a painty, like a glowy painty. I don't really know how to describe the smell, but the smell is very strong. None of the drugstore concealers smell like this. Thick on the face. If I remember too, this dried pretty fast. So I'm lazy. I'm going to spray my beauty blender with some setting spray just to dampen it. And I'm going to go straight under my eyes. I feel like I would want a lighter concealer. But this is perfect, like tanned. It's not too dark. So it doesn't really highlight the under eyes, but the lightest one really does highlight the under eyes. Sorry if the camera has moved a bit. I actually just done a TikTok and I had to move the whole setup. Anyway, more concealer. I have not really got that much spots and stuff to conceal anymore, so that's why I don't feel like it's done that much. But straight away when I add this concealer under my eyes, I'm actually going to bake my under eyes and see how it performs. Bake my under eyes and see how this performs. Bake my under eyes, I'm going to use baby powder per usual. I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow brush and literally tap under my eyes before I bake. Make sure it's all blended out. And then right underneath my eyes, I'm going to apply this bake. I love to use a bake with eyeshadow just right underneath my eyes and then go over with a bigger brush. I'm going to use like another powder brush, and with the side I'm literally going to bake the whole area now. I used to use so much of this MAC concealer, like literally all the time. I'm going to bake everywhere where I applied the concealer in this area, around this area. Now I'm going to wait for this to bake. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup, do some TikToks, and I will be back to say how I feel about this concealer. So this is my makeup all done. Right. So, final verdict of this concealer. It's definitely full coverage, as you can probably tell. I got like literally no spots, nothing. It's very full coverage. You can see it's really lifted my under eye. The lighter concealer would definitely lift my under eye even more. There's so many lights on at the moment. Let me like turn everything. This is how my skin looks. Yeah, this is a bit lighter. Anyway, overall, this is there for full coverage. You definitely need to blend her out straight away. It does dry quite cakey, so you do need to blend her out with something that's like a damp sponge or something that's proper moisturising and proper can blend her out perfectly, because it does dry quite fast. So I recommend definitely a damp beauty blender to blend the under eyes out. Bake it straight away before it starts cracking. This is a very full coverage concealer, and that's what it does. They can start cracking if you do not bake and set it correctly. Actually wear this for a good few hours now, and I'll come back and say how I feel about this concealer and if it does work. But currently, I'll take some pictures. It does not look bad. Good, I'm quite surprised about. Anyway, I'm gonna do like maybe a 6 to 8 hour wear test on this. All my cheap concealers usually set fine, but let's see how this one performs. It still looks exactly the same. I would have liked a much more highlight under my eyes, but for the colour I am now, it goes well together because I'm quite tanned. Let's get a mirror. There's no cracking, it's still full coverage. You can obviously see some of my lumps and bumps because it's such thick concealer. Usually I don't like it as matte and as full coverage concealer, even though I do it, but this is a different consistency. This concealer was a much thicker consistency, like a glue consistency, like a thick formula. But for those who love really full coverage, this is the concealer. It definitely lasts all day. I've had this on for 5 hours now. I haven't been anywhere, so I can't really test like outside. But usually with the powders and baby powder I use to bake my under eyes, it never comes off anyway, and this concealer doesn't look like it's gonna budge. So yeah, it's done exactly what I said to do. Yeah. And my MAC concealer review. This is my all-time favourite concealer back in the day, and it's definitely lived up to what it used to be like. So yeah, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. The support means a lot, like I say in every video. It gets annoying, but yeah, bye guys.